Good morning, everybody. Thank you for having us. My name is David Pieper, and I am the principal of Association House High School. Association House has a 125-year history, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to get into about 2 years of history. 2 years ago, on June 22nd, 2022, many staff, students, and alumni traveled to the Chicago Board of Education to provide commentary on what was happening at Youth Connection Charter School, Association House. Association House High School had announced layoffs of roughly 1/3 of its staff in response to a corresponding 1/3 decline in student enrollment that severely impacted the school's upcoming funding based on the student-based budget funding it received. The students, both current and former, pointed to the unique educational mission of Association House High School. They highlighted the intense wraparound supports, small class sizes, restorative practices that they received from Association House. These students felt compelled to advocate on behalf of the school. From their experience, they had never been provided the employment, behavioral, post-secondary, academic, trauma support, all holistically in one setting. Staff spoke too. They passionately pleaded for additional support to continue to provide the high-level support for the most vulnerable students in Humboldt Park. The board chair, Miguel DeValle, felt compelled to add his own commentary at that hearing. He mentioned that Association House was founded partly by his effort many years previously. He indicated that he was aware of the great work happening at Association House, but wondered why more students weren't receiving the service. He opined that there's many at-risk, high-need students in Humboldt Park that could benefit from the service. Why was the enrollment declining at Association House? Well, life has returned to routine from the pandemic, but the students have not returned. There's still capacity at Association House to serve students. As Chicago begins to focus on equity in education and neighborhoods look to stabilize by providing community-based support to those at risk and vulnerable youth, now is the time to capitalize on this moment. Now is the time to look to Association House, Alternative Schools Network, Youth Connection Charter Schools as the foundation to strengthen Chicago's communities. We need to remove barriers to enrollment, referrals, and transfers to YCCS. We need to ensure that alternative schools with decades of success are supported as a model for students, and not as a last resort, not as a transfer to be avoided, not as a competitor in the market, because truly the students we serve, if left behind or not supported, will only cycle back to the community with negative outcomes, and we've seen it all too often. There are 27,000 reasons that these schools are a model for success. I had one of them with me here today, and there's many more. We need to support Youth Connection Charter Schools. Thank you.